Professor Black Ops. You see it. Let's get it. Ukraine banks down. U.S. next in an attack. So Russia shut down the Ukraine banks. Just a regular denial of service attack. Let's get into it. Made a few slides. Ukraine warns over cyber attack on government and agencies. The Ministry of Defense and Armed Forces in Ukraine, two-party state-owned banks, Privatbank and Oschadbank, are being hammered by distributed denial of service attacks. Today, Ukraine Cyberpolice also reported the bank customer received a text message claiming that the bank ATMs were down, adding that they were part of an information attack and did not correspond to reality. The Ukraine Ministry of Defense, whose site has been taken down following the attack, said its websites probably attacked by DDoS. An excessive number of requests per second were recorded. So here's a standard DDoS attack. It's the attacker. These are the control servers. These are the bot or infected hosts across the nation, across the world. Just keep sending their victim servers a ton of attacks, and of course, just overwhelms the servers, right? Here's another representation of that. The attacker at the top, they call those the bot handlers. Here's the botnet. Once again, you can have millions of servers around the world sending a request to the victim server, actually shutting it down and making it unavailable. So let's read a little more. Starting from the afternoon of February 15, 2020, there was a powerful DDoS attack on a number of information resources of the Ukraine. The Ukraine State Service for Special Communication added and information protection. In particular, this caused interruption in the work of web service of Privatbank and Oschadbank. The websites of Ministry of Defense and the Armed Forces of Ukraine were also attacked. While the Ukrainian Defense Ministry site has been knocked out, the bank's website is still accessible, although the customers cannot log into their online banking. Right, so you can go to the bank and actually do work. Right, the website is being overwhelmed. This was actually coming up on the bank's website. The connection has timed out. An error occurring during the connection of the www.mil.gov for the Ukraine. The site could be temporarily unavailable or busy, right? Just because petabytes of information, petabytes of pings, petabytes of different attacks are hitting those web servers. The Ukrainian Center of Strategic Communication information said on its Facebook message that private bank users have been reporting problems with payments in their bank mobile apps. Some added that they could not access their private internet bank account, while others have seen incorrect balances in recent transactions. Private web bank application firewall was also updated with traffic geofencing rule, automatically removing the website's contents for IP addresses outside of the Ukraine, showing a busted private bank WAF is watching you. On Monday, the Security Service of the Ukraine, SSU, said the country is being targeted in an ongoing massive wave of a hybrid warfare attack. I did a video on that a couple of days on the hybrid. This aims to trigger anxiety and undermine the Ukrainians' confidence in the state's ability to defend them. Right? That's what the WAF was bringing up. Bank, you busted. So any web traffic outside of the Ukraine wasn't letting it in. So, but let's not be mistaken. Russia has a lot of web servers that they took over inside Ukraine. That is also a part of that botnet attack. So they should get a WAF. This is the Amazon's WAF section. It helps block allow list, denial list, synchronization. The big thing is HTTP flooding, IP reputation list, and bad bots, right? So if you was on an AWS WAF, that would help you with that massive DDoS attack. And actually, they actually have AWS Shield and Advanced Shield strictly for DDoS attacks. The free version is pre-configured protection and detection mitigation. The Advanced Shield is point and protect wizard, faster mitigation and customize your app, 24/7 to the Shield response team. Amazon got 1,000 people waiting for that, a DDoS attack. You get CloudWatch, metric attack diagnostics, global threat environment dashboard, and quarterly security report. Amazon has Akamai and a lot of the vendors that control hardware out on the internet, so you can actually block out connections on the internet before they actually even get to your location or business. So you can actually, like one say, block them before they get in the U.S. with the geofencing, and inside the U.S. you're going to box those IPs before they ever get to your company. So once again, some short. SIU already added contracted multiple attempts linked to hostile intelligence, dismantle bot farms. We were just looking at the bot farm. The country's computer emergency response warned of the attacks against Ukrainian authorities and coordinated with the Gamal hacking group linked to Russian Federal Secret Service by the Ukrainian Secret Service. That SI added one day later that it blocked more than 120 cyber attacks targeting the Ukraine institution throughout January 2022, right? So that's just a quick, and once again, that's Russia doing the handlers, having a botnet, shutting down the Ukraine at the bottom. Once again, Professor Black Ops, cybersecurity for the people. Please subscribe.